of the rice produced in the country is from Kebbi.
Yeah.
The entire state is involved. And you can imagine when over 10 billion is lost, most of their livelihood is lost. So there is serious concern. This is what the members are telling the whole world. And we are going to stage and take part on what we believe will reduce this hardship. Now the transportation and communication between various groups is not even possible now. This morning, His Excellency the Governor of the state is in my local government because the bridge connecting more than two-thirds
North and south of the country.
North and south of the country at Jega is about to collapse.
The one leading to Benin Republic.
Yes, and it leads, it's the major link. It connects north and south of this country.
Benin Republic.
Benin Republic
has already collapsed.
And our neighbors. You see? So that arrangement they are talking about between the Kebbi state government and Lagos state,
It's not even the matter.
it's not the issue here. But it's part, rice is the focal issue there. So that's the only thing we can tell you now. This material time, the farmers are expecting bumper harvest because they have estimated that before now, they should have started harvesting before the coming of the rain, before the coming of the flood. So because of the timing, this is not what they expect at this material time. That's why we said the government should commission a study so they will advise the farmers at what time they should be able to start cultivation. And when they cultivate at this time, by a social period, they should be harvesting before the flood comes. So this is very clear. When that is done, we are sure the food supply chain, the rice will never be flooded again.
The President Muhammad Buhari is a president for everybody. And he, among other things, his policy on rice production, this issue centers on rice production. His major policy on rice production that warrant him to close border, to force farmers, especially in Kebbi and other part of the country, to produce rice,
For the country.
to avoid importation of rice. This is centered. That's why I'm bringing up for the issue of the federal government should come in because of the agitation we have and the policy of the federal government. I'm just 42 years old, but I have never seen this in Kebbi. And all my life has stayed in Kebbi. This is almost one out of almost 50 years. When you see from the valley of Argungu down to close to Benin Republic, all that area is submerged by flooding. This is quite different. That's why we are trying to call the federal government to commission a study on this. What caused this problem? What is the problem? If this is climate change, what can we do about it?
It's called for help. Call for help. So we are at that level now. The extent of degradation and damage cannot be addressed by the Northwestern government,
Yes.
in all. So that exceeds the capability of the Kebbi State government to handle. So we are here on behalf of the entire people of Kebbi State to call not only on federal government, any other well-to-do individuals and society, corporate organizations,
Yes.
non-governmental organizations, to please come to the aid of Kebbi State farmers. People lost their houses, lost residential areas, schools were damaged. We are infested by so many reptiles, including snakes and rest, that came along with the flood.
With the flood.
So we are in a situation that we must come out and call for help.